with Dominic O'Brien, who is, of course, the 8 times world memory champion. He's our go-to expert for all things about memory and living with and learning the memory techniques. So the question we've got for Dominic today is, in your experience, what is the primary cause, the main cause of memory failure in people?
Well, the number one cause is stress, which we see time and time again. Poor quality sleep is not good for you, and that leads to stress, so it could be a bit of a vicious cycle. When people come for a memory training course, sometimes I do one-to-one with high-performance individuals. It's usually because they've got a problem with their memory, and normally it's some form of stress, whether it's physical or psychological. So over those 2 days, the first day I normally spend measuring brainwaves. I have EEG testing equipment, and I try to pick apart this stress or the build up to it. I try to find the root behind it. So day one is spent doing that. So it's a bit like trying to introduce software to a powerful computer. It's no good putting the software into the computer if the computer's faulty, if the hardware's faulty. So you've got to fix that first, and then you can put in the software. So the techniques, the memory techniques, the training normally takes place on the second day. The first day, if it's stress related, is unpicking this, trying to resolve whatever it is. So as well as EEG testing equipment, I also have a way of trying to relax people's brains by using a form of stimulation called audio-visual stimulation, which I'm going to be talking about in another video. But stress can lead to all kinds of problems. I've worked with people who have had traumas, and it's led to a condition called dystonia or blepharospasm, where the eyelids literally pack up, they close down, they no longer work. I worked with a guy who was given some very shocking news that his wife only had a short time to live. It was a diagnosis from the GP. In fact, 2 weeks later she died. And throughout that 2-week period, he was blinking so fast because his saline solution wasn't working because of the stress. And after the 2 weeks, when sadly she did die, he couldn't open his eyelids. It took a while to try and relax him, to get him to work again, but I used a form of stimulation to do that for him. And his memory was affected as well. He used to be a great photographer, and obviously with his eyelids shut, he couldn't take any photographs. So his reason to be was just blown to pieces, and it took a long time to get him back together again. So stimulation is very important, and reducing stress. It's very complicated. There's a lot of things involved, but we needed stress occasionally. Otherwise, we don't, not able to act. But it's keeping the lid on it, controlling the stress. It's very important.
So it's one of the first things that you would recommend for any student who's looking to improve their memory is, alongside that, also to develop a way of relaxing and of managing the stress?
Yeah, just be aware of what might be causing your stress. I mean, it might be the way you're studying. Maybe you're under so much pressure that the information isn't able to sink in. So again, this is what we're here for. I will say the 3 pillars of learning are memory techniques, mind mapping, making notes, and of course effective reading as well as reviewing. So that can take a lot of the stress away from the pressure of studying and passing exams, of course.
Thank you for that, Dominic. A lot of common sense. Thanks a lot.